Alrighty. What's up, everybody? It is I, Peter Joseph, back again with another video on this Friday evening, October the 11th, 2024. And you, yes, you, are watching right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube Wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down there inside of my goddamn pants. Which you can also subscribe to my other channels, which are in the description box below. Show your love and support there. Leave a comment if you wish. You don't have to, but if you want to, then please be respectful. And if not, get the fuck out, because you will be sent to the Shadow Realm, where Satan will eat your soul. So, please do not do that. And that's all I gotta say about that. Hey, that rhymes. Anyway, share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Show your love and support over there as well. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because you miss anything, you need to get slapped in the face because you're SOL. And you better know what that means by now. And if you don't know, look it up. And that's that. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that other good shit. And if you're brand new here, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. You sit back, you relax. Yes, you, grab a cold one, put your feet up, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You want more, hit that bell, and subscribe as well. And if you want even more, subscribe to my other accounts as well. They don't bite yet, but if you want good content, then you came to the right place. And that's that. But if you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. Because we don't want you here. We don't like stragglers or fake-ass fuck people here. Get out. And that's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday evening, getting close to Friday night, about a little over an hour or so from now, it'll be dark. So, about to hit the first official weekend of, first full weekend, I should say, of October. Getting to the midpoint already. We're about to hit the midpoint on Tuesday. And, a couple weeks away till that great holiday of Halloween. And then after that, the holiday season is just about to hit. About 7 weeks from now. 6.5, 7 weeks from now. We'll be hitting Turkey Day, Thanksgiving will be coming up. That's the start of the holiday shopping season. And the start of one of the greatest months in the world with the greatest people in the world, and that's December. And level 48 will commence very, very soon. About 2 months, 13 days, and a few hours away from the greatest day in the world. So a little over 70 some odd days. Getting there. We're getting close, my friends. We're getting close. I can feel it. I can feel my bones crickling, But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so enjoy the weekend. It is Columbus Day weekend, ladies and gentlemen, where all us great Italian people get to eat a lot of pasta and all that good shit. And we move on with that. Alright. In any case, I hope everybody else had a great day and had a great weekend. I had a pretty good day. I had the day off because I had to go early in the morning to get my back injected. Well, I had to see the pain management doctor. I had to see the pain management doctor, and we went over my back MRI, which was not great. I have herniation and bulging in my thoracic and cervical spine, and my entire back is shot. I'll just say that right off the bat. I got an epidural in my lower back, still kind of wonky at times. Now I got levoscoliosis, not scoliosis. I don't have scoliosis. I have levoscoliosis, which is the mild form of scoliosis. So that's why I have the little bulging, a little herniation. It's not major, but it could become major. But we're trying to treat it with lidocaine patches, cortisone shots, epidural, physical therapy as well, and hopefully all that starts working. It's been on and off for about a year, so I've been going to physical therapy for my back. Now I'm going for my shoulder now. I went yesterday for my shoulder. I go again on Monday. Yeah, and it's a holiday, but the place where I go to physical therapy is open on that day. I'm surprised, but in any case, I'm going to do that for a couple weeks, and then hopefully start going for my the middle part of my back. But probably by Thanksgiving, I'll be starting my back, and then probably go to the end of the year with that. And then if I have to go for I have to do another body part, I'll go to my right knee, because my right knee is completely shot. I can't really bend much of it. It's hard to go up and down the stairs. I'm a mess. I think I have some type of arthritis, some type of joint pain. I kind of got what really Rosa told me that I'm becoming her, what she was a couple years ago when she was in a lot of pain. And it made it even worse in the winter because she had a little bit of stuff in her foot, which messed her up a little bit during the winter months, but she was okay after that. But I'm starting to kind of get that when it's starting to get cold and my body just like snap, crackle, and pop starts happening a little bit, But I'm not on heavy medication for it. I just take the painkillers when I need to. So, but in any case, I might be a mess, but I still look good for you ladies out there, especially her. But let me move on with that. Move on. I might have my bad days when I'm in a lot of pain, but other than that, I still do my job, make more money than you wish you could, and all the good shit. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna roll on through the rest of 2024, and then we'll see what happens as we start 2025. But hopefully, some good shit comes away in the next 10 to 12 weeks. The next 2 months, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got SmackDown coming your way in 2 hours. Should be a good show. We're gonna hear from our Tribal Chief. I think he's on the show tonight. I know that. I know Roman's gonna be on the show tonight. We're gonna hear from Kevin Owens about why he beat the fuck out of Cody at the, in the parking lot, which was not seen on the show. It was seen by a bunch of fans who took video in the parking lot of Cody getting his, rightfully deserved by Kevin Owens. So we'll see what happens with that. Because, we got Crown Jewel coming up. And, Cody's got more problems than Jay-Z right now. You got Kevin Owens to worry about. He's got the Bloodline still hounding him. He's got Roman wanting his belt back. He's got a lot of problems, but we'll see what happens with that. We're going to hear from Kevin Owens later on. We also got a women's tag team match. I don't think it's for the belts, but we got Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair teaming up to face 2 members of Metaphor, and that's the Ebony Hotties of Jakara. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, and she is scrumptious. She is so scrumptious, and she's Trick Williams' girlfriend, and that's Lash Legend. Get shit done. So, they're gonna hopefully get it done tonight. Beat Bianca and Jade, maybe get a title shot. But we'll see what happens with that. That's tonight. And also, we got a United States, I believe it's the United States title match between Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. He's taking on Carmelo Hayes, a man who shoots and don't miss most of the time. Him. So, we're going to hear from him. We're going to see Carmelo in the ring. And a whole lot more on SmackDown. And then later on, we got Rampage that nobody cares about. Nobody's going to care about Rampage, so that's all I got to say about that. But we will care about the ratings for NXT and AEW on the Tuesday Night War, which pretty much was a slaughter because NXT won once again. There was 865,000 views, and Dynamite Whew. Dynamite got not even half, like a third, like a fourth, not even a fourth, but like a third of that. 300, and I think it was 350, 375, somewhere around that area. It was bad. And it was at 9 o'clock, going head-to-head with the second hour of NXT, which basically had Randy Orton and Javon Evans. And I think I had Julia and Stephanie Facour come out, which I'll get to in a minute. So the second hour of NXT just walloped the first hour of Dynamite, and Dynamite was garbage. It was horrible. We'll get to that a little bit later, hopefully before we get to SmackDown tonight. We get that. And then I'll do TNA. I'm trying to do TNA Ring of Honor, if not tomorrow, because I'm going to be out pretty much from like 3, 4 o'clock all day and all night, because I'm going to a big, huge concert tomorrow. It's one of those pre-Halloween concerts. It's like a music fair kind of / concert, so I'm going to that in New York City. So I'm gonna be my main focus tomorrow. So I'm not watching Wrestle Dream at all. I will watch it when I get home if I stay up, depending on how inebriated I am. But no, I'm not gonna drink. I might have one drink, and that's pretty much it. Because that's what it's. You know what they tell you people when you go to AA? Don't drink. Rosa never got that memo, but I'm gonna hear it later. She's sleeping. Don't tell her. Anyway. Yeah, but me and Mrs. are going to a music fest tomorrow, so I can only imagine what tomorrow night's gonna be. Pound Town on the Dicky Dicky. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, just TMI, but whatever. But yeah, not watching Wrestle Dream till probably either late when I get home tomorrow night, or maybe very early in the morning on probably as soon as I get up in the morning on Sunday, if I even get up, depending on what time. Then I gotta do SmackDown and Rampage. I gotta do Wrestle Dream review. And we'll see about TNA and Ring of Honor right now. It's kind of up in the air if I can get it up tomorrow. Or maybe later tonight. Then I'll do SmackDown. I'll probably do TNA Ring of Honor later tonight after Rampage goes off the air. And then go to bed because I got to get up in the morning and got to do stuff and get ready for the concert. Blah, 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 blah. And yes, I am getting it for free. Aha. Because I'm like that, Well, 2 of my friends are playing, so they got me in for free. So we have that. I can't wait. November is going to be a big month, man. I mean, you've got, besides Survivor Series and Full Gear, for me personally, right around Thanksgiving is going to be pretty damn intense. I got 2 big concerts coming up. One, pretty much the weekend before Thanksgiving. We got a little showcase, Thanksgiving showcase. That's going to be epic. 30 plus fucking songs that you might know and love. So, more and more content on my Metal Guy channel coming up by the end of the year. Also, I'm seeing Creed, at the Garden. And no, I'm not filming it. I can't, because they'll arrest me. But a lot of people will love that. Even though you people should be arrested for the shit you do on this fucking website, but that's another story for another time. But yeah, I'm gonna see Creed at the Garden, November the 29th, right before Survivor Series. So I will be missing Friday Night SmackDown and Rampage that night, but I will probably watch it early Saturday the 30th, do that review, and then do Survivor Series predictions, and then do Survivor Series review probably the 1st of December, which is that Sunday, so. And then, pretty much after December 1st, we're on birthday mode. We're counting down the days to level 48, my friends. It's gonna be fucking epic! But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and super so far out of date NXT on the CW11 review for October the... What day is this? October the 8th, 2024. We are on the outskirts of St. Louis. We're in Chesterfield, Missouri, where a lot of Chesters and molesters live. But anyway, we're emanating from the factory at the district, which is basically, you know, you're like, is this the Grand Ballroom? I'm watching a Ring of Honor show. I was like, holy shit, this thing is small. But small venue equals good crowd, I guess. But anyway, NXT on the CW11, like I said, 865,000 views, obliterating Dynamite. It was a way better show. You know, we had the St. Louis, or the NXT debut of St. Louis' own Randy Orton and his voice, and his quads, which can block out the sun and eliminate Pluto. I'm serious. I'm serious. His quads destroy Pluto. And next thing you know, they might block Uranus. Oh! But we'll see what happens with that. We got that. He's taking on Javon Evans. We got Roxy and Corey Jade with a little promo about, you know, Roxy still our NXT Women's Champion. I think next week we got our, I think it's next week. Tony D, my cousin, he's in the lab right now. I can't bother him right now. He's making me some calamari for $2 during his he's gonna have his North American Championship celebration because he beat Oba, ending his 200 and I thought it's 273, but I thought it was 280, ending his longest reigning championship. So I don't know where Oba's gonna go from here, but we'll talk about Oba whenever we can. And we had Kaylani Jordan. Well, she didn't fight. Did she fight? No, she didn't. But we had a good time last week. Kaylani did retain her belt for the women's North American title. Then she got beat up by Fatal Influence. And then Jade and Bianca came out to save her. So we got a 6-woman tag team match coming about to start the show. But we'll get to that in just a second. Alright, as always, our commentary team of the man with the creepy jacket. And it's his favorite time of the year. It's Halloween, so he's got a lot of candy right at ringside. He's gonna give it out to the kiddies. And that's Vic Joseph and the man who smokes more weed than you do. And that's a fact. The man also known as Black Snow, the two-time Hall of Famer and multiple-time world champion and tag team champion, among other things. And that man is Booker T, sucker! Oh yeah, man! Oh yeah, man! Oh yeah! Calm down, Booker T. Calm down, Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah! Okay, stop it. Don't come out like the Kool-Aid man, and you know, unless you're bringing me some Kool-Aid, some like rainbow tropical fruit Kool-Aid. That's the good shit. Moving on. Alright, so we start off the show. Let me get my notes in order. If you will. Okay, here we go. Alright, we started the show with a big-ass fuck recap of the CW debut last week, where we saw Trick Willie Shimon, where he didn't whoop that Butch, but he basically said, game over, flip, trick. Basically, beat Ethan Page to become the two-time NXT World Heavyweight Champion, thanks to a guy named Phil Brooks, otherwise known as CM Puke. We won't see Punk till probably the Survivor Series at this point. He's taking a lot of time off after basically almost dying in Hell in a Cell. Same thing with Drew. We probably won't see him for a couple weeks. Which Punk is not listed as going to be advertised for Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, so we won't see him until the Survivor Series, which will be his 1-year anniversary since coming back to WWE. So that'll be a nice little thing. And then he's going to start his feud with a certain guy named Seth freaking Rollins. The No, I would have saved that till like maybe the Royal Rumble, around the Royal Rumble time. Maybe like Punk, Seth throws out Punk, and then Seth goes to the Elimination Chamber. Punk comes out, cost Seth the chance of winning, going to WrestleMania for a title shot, and then at WrestleMania Night 1 or Night 2, you got Punky Brewster and Seth freaking Rollins I might just do it one straight up. I don't want to do it like a street fight or anything like that because Punky's too brittle and everything. But we'll see what happens with that. But that's the plan right now is Seth Rollins and Punky Brewster to start feuding right around the time of the Survivor Series. We got that. Another story that came out today: Walter will not face Goldberg at WrestleMania. Thank the Lord. Nobody wants to see Goldberg at WrestleMania. I'd rather see Walter eliminate him in 5 seconds. Fuck him. Fuck Goldberg. He wants his final match? Yeah, let it be 90 seconds, like when he beat Brock at Crown Jewel a couple years ago. That was just sad. Beats him in 90 seconds. Really? Anyway, moving on from that. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so after the recap, here comes Trick Willie Shamon. Gets things going. The new NXT World Heavyweight Champion. So excited to become Tricky 2 times. Okay. But he says there's a lot of sharks in that water. They want my belt. And then we hear the music of Wes Lee, who didn't have a he had a good night against a certain guy named Zachary Wentz in that Chicago street fight last week. So he's all excited. He's in the crowd in like the upper deck. Like the second level was like here's the first level, the second level was like right here. It felt like the Grand Ballroom. Anyway, he's in the crowd, says, I'm coming to become a Triple Crown Champion. He won the belts with MSK, with Zachary Wentz, the first time. Then he won the North American title. Now he wants to become the NXT World Heavyweight Champion to become a Triple Crown Champion. Trick's not impressed. It's not impressive. So, Trick's not impressed with that, but Wesley promises to leave him in the dust like his father did. Oh, he went there. Uh-oh. So Trick Williams was about to get it. Trick Williams was like, I'm going to whoop this Trick. And then out of nowhere, we get the Yeet Man, the Intercontinental Champion, Jey Uso, coming out from another part of the arena. Gets in the ring, and the place goes berserk. Yeet, we're getting yeeting. Trick's all pleased to see him. He's like, hey, what's going on? And then the fans go, whoop that Trick, yeet, whoop that Trick, yeet. I was like, are we gonna get a tag team match? I mean, who's Wesley's partner gonna be? Pfft. I thought we were gonna get a tag team match, but we got nothing. All we got was Jey Uso coming out and yeeting with Trick Williams. Whoop that yeet, Trick. Whoop that Trick yeet. It was good. I liked it. So 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. And we're off and running on NXT. Alright, then we go to match number 1, that 6-woman tag team match. We have the Women's North American Champion, Kaylani Jordan, and the Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair. And Jade Cargill. They take on the beautiful ladies of Fatal Influence, Fallon, Don't Call Me Dawn Henley, JC Jane, and my girl. Oh, she's so good. Anyway, be respectful. The one, the only, Jasmine Nix. She was looking very, very hot. Alright, so it starts off with basically everybody beating each other up. And then Fatal Influence gets triple slammed out to the floor. Ow. So then, the faces pose. Shake the pose. Shake the pose. Vogue. Not Madonna. 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 Okay. I had to go Robin Williams on that one. But anyway. Big ups to Robin Williams. A great band. Nano Nano. Mork from Mork. Listen. I still have the clock. Which is still is amazing. I still have the clock. It's not in working order, of course. Gotta put new batteries in and shit. But it's in pretty good condition. I still have the Mork from Ork clock from Mork and Mindy. I still have it. I am not joking. If anybody wants it, pay me a lot of money for that shit. Holy crap. That's a collector's item. I still have... I don't know if I still have it, but I have an Alf doll. I think I still have it, or I gave it away. I hope I didn't. Hey, Willie! I'm Alf from Melmac. Alf Garth, whatever his last name was. But anyway, we move on with that. Oh, speaking of old TV shows, I didn't do a video on this, but I want to take a little moment to acknowledge like the tribal chief. We have to acknowledge John Amos, who passed away, I think, over the weekend, a few days ago, actually. John Amos was a great actor. He played the father in Good Times, with Jimmy Jam Walker Dynamite. I loved watching Good Times with a very, very young Janet Jackson, Jimmy Jam Walker. He was the father, had some great episodes, and I was actually watching the episode where the wife, I forgot her name, on the show. She's in the kitchen and she sees a rose. I think that the husband gave her, and she's making dinner. I think it was right around the funeral because the character, John Amos's character, died on the show. So she's making things, and she's like, she sees the rose, and it's like, oh crap. She wanted to have like maybe a romantic dinner or something like that. So she threw most of the, she started putting away the food that was on the table, and then she gets like a big, like glass, I think it was glass, like salad bowl type thing. She's like, psh, damn! And then she started crying, and the rest of the family come in, and you just knew. That was a heart-wrenching episode. Very heart-wrenching. I miss Good Times. Good Times! They've been turning together. Good Times. Yeah. Great show. I miss that show. So yeah. And then also, John, if you haven't watched Roots 1 and 2, I don't even think it was in the third one, even though it was the third one. But anyway, he was in the first two Roots movies with LeVar Burton. He played LeVar Burton, who played Kunta Kinte, or Toby. Played his dad, basically. What's your name, slave? Toby. Toby, be good. I won't say the word. I think we all know that word. But if you watch that movie, and the second one, I didn't like the second one. The second one's kind of dumb. First one's always a good one. Always a good one. Well, moving on. Yeah, but John Amos passed away. Legendary actor. Just gone too soon. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Back that. And no, he did not make Famous Amos cookies. Just saying. Alright, let's go back to wrestling. So, just wanted to point out to John Amos. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so the faces come back, do the pose, and do this shit. Get back in the ring. Bianca Belair hammers on Fallon. Don't call me Don Henley in the corner. They gets cut up by an interfering Casey Jane. Jade Cargill comes in for a double hip toss. And then press slams Kaylani Jordan onto Fallon Henley for a near fall. And then a cheap shot cuts Kaylani off, so she's being worked on a little bit. Jasmine Nix comes in. She comes in and proceeds to get beat up because Jade Cargill comes in, cleans house, and Jasmine gets choke slammed. Ow. And then Jade hits a Dominator on Bianca Belair, onto Jasmine for a near fall as Jacy Jayne made the save. And then all 6 women are in the ring. Kaylani kind of hits a moonsault, basically. Well, didn't get all of it because she landed on her feet and then fell to take out Fallon Henley and Jacy Jayne. And then Jasmine tries for a running knee. Bianca blocks it and basically face plants her down. Then they sadly end Jasmine Nix with the assisted wheelbarrow suplex. And to make things worse, Kaylani, who I guess was the legal woman, goes up top, hits one of a kind! RVD's move, the split-legged moonsault. She hits that 1, 2, 3 to get the win for her team in 12 minutes. Wasn't a great match, but still, it is what it is. 12-minute match, and I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Moving on. Alright, then we go to we don't go to the back, we go into like the lounge, I guess, because I don't think there was any locker room area, but in any case, we have the NXT Tag Team Champions. They're going to be facing A-Town Down Under. Oh, he did it. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory later on for the NXT Tag Team titles. So we have Fraxium, Ben Frazier, and A-Kid arguing over whether Javon Evans is faster than Ben Frazier if he thinks he's the Flash. And Randy Orton is not this voice! He's there, getting ready, putting his gear on and stuff. He's like, I don't give a shit. And then he says, you know what, Ben Frazier, you're kind of a hothead, which isn't a bad thing. So I used to be a hothead too. And then Ben's like, he talked to me, yeah! He's like getting all nuts. Like, yeah, you talked to Randy Orton, big fucking whoop. Lucky he didn't give you a Gilmore cutter. But I digress. Alright, so that was kind of meh. Still 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we have, I think it was Sarah Schreiber talking to, the beautiful, lovely, hot Italian and Japanese love of my life, Julia. Yes, she's Italian and Japanese. You never thought that that would be a thing, but it is. Trust me, there are a lot of Italian and Japanese chicks around. I don't know where they are, but they need to find me. Well, I got Julia so far. So anyway, Julia's with Sarah Schreiber talking about what happened last week, where Cora Jade basically cost her the match and the NXT Women's title, as Cora Jade made her return from injury. So she's about to talk, and then she talks about, she doesn't really talk much. And then she gets interrupted by somebody who we can't see off screen, but she smiles and says, "Hello, my old friend." And I'm like, who could that possibly be? I'm interested. So, I think we all know, but we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. That leads us to Roxy coming out, laughing about, I'm still a women's champion, ha ha ha. Everybody, you look so disappointed. She talks about, like, I beat basically everybody, then someone else will be built up, and, Roxy's like, I can drink their tears once again. Then she talks about, one of my best friends is back, so then Cora Jade comes out looking amazingly hot. You know her titties are enhanced. Nothing wrong with that, but still. Cora did not like being forgotten when she was gone with her leg injury, so now it's time to make everyone pay for forgetting about her. So Rox's like, I even forgot about you. I was surprised you came back last week and actually helped me retain my belt. But now it's time to take care of everyone else. So then the lights go out. Julia comes out, but not by herself. She comes out, and then we hear the music of Stephanie fucking Thakur. We kind of saw on the last actual episode in the Performance Center before we did went on the road for a little bit. But Stephanie Thakur comes out looking amazing hot. So they look at each other, they nod, they go to the ring and beat the fuck out of Roxy and Cora Jade, clearing the ring, and then Stephanie looks down, grabs the NXT Women's title, so does Julia, and they just hold it up. I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna get a fatal 4-way? At Halloween Havoc? Possibly? We'll see. Next week, they're bringing back Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. I don't know those matches are going to be for Halloween Havoc on the 27th. I'd assume they are, but for the main matches, maybe, it would make no sense to have a Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal match for a Fatal 4-Way. But Stephanie Vacour will be in action next week. I forget who she's facing. I know she's in action, I just know that. But anyway, moving on. But great to see Stephanie and Julia as a team. That is deadly. Well, give them the Women's Tag Team Championships right now. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, blah, 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 blah. I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Catch Point 3.1. They're all ready for Stephanie Vacour. Oh, yes, Maddie Winkowski is going to take on Stephanie Vacour. Oh, Maddie, you're my girl and all, but you're going to get your butt kicked. Just call me after the show for a massage. That's another story for another time. But anyway, so they're all ready for Stephanie next week. They run into Lexis King, of all people, who says Ora Mensa stole the win from him last week in that gentleman's match. You know, it's like, let the best man win. Or kind of, you know, Lexis thinks he cheated. Well, he tried to cheat too and almost, you know, got caught. But anyway, so Lexis is thinking of a match where Ora Mensa can't cheat to win, and what if Catch Point 3.1 has an idea? So let's settle on the idea of a gentleman's duel where we don't know what the fuck that is. We're gonna ride on the horses, you know, like the old days, you know, the Knights of the Round kind of thing, where they run down the thing. It feels like what you call it? Can't think of the name. Yeah, Knights of the Round or Medieval Times. We're gonna have Medieval Times on NXT. Somebody get the chicken tenders though. I heard they have good chicken tendies at Medieval Times. From what I never been there, but I've heard from. Actually, if you watch the Osbournes, they actually go to Medieval Times. You know, Jack and Kelly. I think a couple of their friends go to Medieval Times. And they start eating everything. I think Kelly's like, everything vegetarian. And then I think Jack overheard Jack saying, "There's some chicken tendies here." McRib is back. Oh fuck, Jack. McRib is back. You know what, Kelly? This is the little things that matter here. Shut up, Jack. I missed that show. I missed it. Speaking of the Osbournes, 2 days ago was Sharon Osbourne's birthday. I think she turned 72, I think. 71, 72. She still looks good. I do her. Ew, that's gross. I still fuck Sharon Osbourne. I don't give a shit. She's one hot MILF. I almost said GILF, but she's a MILF. Well, she is a GILF to her, Kelly and Jack's babies and everything. Little Sydney looks so cute. Sydney, Kelly's son. Kelly and Sid Wilson from Slipknot. How did she find him and how the fuck he bang her? Dude, it could be your father, basically. Since my age. You bastard! Should have been me. Me! That was my chick! I kid. But as long as they're happy, they have a beautiful baby. Sid's kicking ass in Slipknot. Kelly's got her stuff, whatever she's doing right now. Basically taking care of the kid right now. I think she does some fashion stuff, I think, still, But in any case, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for the Osbournes. Got the podcast and everything. Oz is going to be doing some show, I think. No, Ozzy's getting inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame, but he's not going to be performing on the show, which I think is coming up soon. Peter Frampton will be playing. Dave Matthews Band is going to be inducted. That's great. Oasis as well. Good shit. No, it's a good show with all the actual people we wanted there, but I still, no, at least Rage and Machine got in, but I think Alice in Chains has not got in yet. It blows my mind. I think Soundgarden hasn't gotten in either. Those grunge metal bands have not gone in. And, not even, well, they're not going to be nominated yet, but I hope In This Moment gets in there soon. Not for another 8 years, though. They'll be actually put on the ballot. I don't know if they're going to get in, but they'll be on the ballot in 2032, because it'll be, actually, take that back, 2030. 30 or 31, they'll be on the ballot because Beautiful Tragedy will be hitting 25 years as an album. The first album, 25 years ago. It's insane! In 2006, early 2007. It was 2006, but it became well known in 2007. But I digress. And they still kick ass, making your ears bleed. And Maria still looks hot, even if she's kind of wacky at times, but still. That's Rose's words, not mine. I love Maria. We all know that. That's my metal sister. And Chris is my metal brother. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, enough about that. Alright, so next week we got Ora Menza. Well, I think we have Ora Menza and Lexis King in a gentleman's duel, which we don't know what it is. And we got Stephanie Vercour against Maddie Lankowski. So we get that. Alright, that segment I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Alright, then we go to one of the big ones, ladies and gentlemen. For the North American title, we had my cousin Tony D'Angelo, who gets me some calamar with mild sauce. Not the hot one, because I don't like that shit. But he gets me a plate of great cooked, great tasting calamar for $2. You get it for $13.50. Fuck you. Because you're not, first of all, you're not Italian. Second of all, you're not related to Tony D like I am. So, fuck you, man. Alright, so Tony D comes out with the rest of the family. We have the man who lives downstairs from you, that's Luca Crucifino. We have Stacks! Channing Stacks Lorenzo and the beautiful Adriana Rizzo at ringside as he takes on the big man, the longest reigning North American champion in history, Ola! Who? Femi. That's you. Alright, this was a war. This felt like Rocky 3, the second fight. After Rocky got destroyed by Clubber Lang, and then Mickey, crying a little bit. Come on, Rock. Anyway, so he had a train with Apollo Creed, and we saw, Tony D basically emulating Rocky 1, 2, and 3, and part of 4. He just didn't say, Drago! No, I think he said, Oba! To an extent, but... yeah, so they kind of emulated that to the point where you think that Tony D is going to become Rocky Balboa and win the title. So they did that. Alright, so Oba powers my cousin around the start, grabs a basic headlock to grind away. Tony D fights up, hits a clothesline to the floor. Oba plants him hard on the apron. Ow! As we go to break. Come back. Oba is bending Tony D's back over his knee. He's about to break that back. Not like the great man, the Iron Sheik. Fuck him in the ass, Baba! And make him mumble. Fuck the Yankees! Anyway. Alright, then a cactus clothesline puts both of them on the floor. Oba goes after the family. He kind of shoves Rizzo down, or she just falls down. Everyone's like, what the fuck? And Tony got mad. Tony got pissed. Like he was about to whack him, like Soprano style. So Tony suplexes Oba onto the ramp. Ow. For a big-time crash. Back in, Tony D plants him down for a near fall. Then he walks right into a choke slam for a very close near fall. 2.99999999999 Batman 5. And then some clotheslines kind of miss for Oba. And then Tony D rolls some German suplexes. I think he's taking him to Suplex City. Then Oba comes back, throws Tony D around. Then for a little bit of a breather. Then we got a middle rope elbow. Sends Tony D to the outside. And then Oba kind of messes up the announcer table. And then messes up, kind of plays around with Tony D. I'm Tony D. And then Tony D wakes up, hits a spine buster through the table, which broke, obviously. Get back in, we get another spine buster by Tony D for a very near fall. And then Oba gets mad, grabs Tony by the throat, goes for a choke slam, gets counted into a sunset flip. 1, 2, 3, Tony D, my cousin, ladies and gentlemen, is the new North American champion. He finally wins the big one in exactly 14 minutes. The match, it was great. 3.25 out of 5 stars. The big celebration is on. Everybody's eating some chicken bomb. We popping bottles, and everything's good. My cousin Tony D, he wins the big one, and Oba's like, what? I lost? Can't hold it forever. You want to take a page from Roman's book? Right? Oba, why don't you just talk to Roman? 1316, something like that. Talk to Roman about how many days he held that belt. Can't hold it forever, It's ain't Bruno Sammartino, 2,800 and change. Well, Hogan holding it 5 fucking years. Brother! Get that. Alright, so congrats to my cousin. We're going to have his celebration next week, and it's going to be fun. That's that. Alright, after that, we see Lola Raisese and Jada Parker arguing in the locker room after their tag match, I believe, with Fatal Influence, which they got messed up on. And then they almost had a fight. And then we see Lola Vice, along with the NXT General Manager, Ava Raine, giving Jada a match. I don't know against who. And then we have the returning Nikita Lyons. She comes back because she had a major injury. She was out for like a year with her leg. She's so injury-prone lately with those big-as-fuck thighs. I love for her and Randy Orton to have a match just with their thighs. Who would win that? I'd probably call it a draw. Shit. Anyway, Lola's not impressed with Nikita, and it looks like next week we got a match: Lola Vice versus Nikita Lyons. I think Nikita's gonna beat the living crap out of Lola. I might have to give her a massage after that match. Shit. But great to see Nikita Lyons back. But hopefully she can stay healthy for like a year. She seems that every like couple months she gets hurt. That's that. We move on. Alright, then we go to the tag team title match between 8-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory taking on Fraxium, A-Kid, and Ben Frazier for the NXT tag team titles. Pretty good match, also with Ben Frazier and Grayson Waller. Then the champs are up early, and then everything breaks down. Waller, Grayson gets sent to the outside, only for Austin Theory to knock A-Kid outside as well. As we're going to break, we come back, A-Kid's still in trouble. Ben Frazier gets in a forearm to Grayson Waller on the outside. A-Kid knocks Theory down, gets a top rope splash, then gets the hot tag to Ben Frazier to pick up the pace a little bit, and he hits a double DDT on the challengers. So he's hot, he's all ready, he's like, yeah! And then, all 4 men in the ring again. Theory hits a spinning face plant on Ben Frazier for a near fall. And then A-Kid pulls Grayson Waller into a rear naked choke. And then Ben Frazier guillotines Theory at the same time. Ow! Theory somehow muscles his way out, drops Ben Frazier onto the other two men to break up the submission, and then Grayson Waller and Austin Theory almost collide, almost hit each other. Oops! But A-Kid hits the golden ratio on Austin Theory. Then a Canadian Destroyer, I think it was by Ben Frazier, knocks Grayson Waller back to Australia, mate. And then that sets up the Phoenix Splash. 1, 2, 3 in over 11 minutes. Fraxium continues to keep the NXT World Tag Team titles warm. So, decent match. I gave 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we have a video on Ridge Holland basically saying, I'm done with Chase U. I'm ready to end, I took out Mr. Chase. I took out Duke Hudson. I beat Roddy Osborne, even though he still has a problem with me. So then, we see him with Sarah Schreiber. He's all glad that he's basically destroyed Chase U. He's going on a bigger bend of things, but Roddy Osborne comes out of nowhere, runs in. They have a humongous brawl. So this is not done yet. And you gotta worry about Thea Hale, the crazy bitch, lurk in the background. And we got that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we have probably the worst thing that happened on the night. We had the host of the night, Sexy Red, in a blonde freaking wig. But her hair is red. She had a blonde wig. She's performing one of her stupid songs where you can barely make out anything. What? English, you idiot! So she's there, she's singing, twerking, with her not so fat ass. And then, thank the Lord for this guy, Ethan Page comes out and says NXT has fallen apart since he lost the belt last week, including this wannabe concert, you think? And then Javon Evans comes out, beats up Ethan Page, and that's it. Kicked him out. And that was it. So I gave that segment 2 out of 5 stars. It was just ridiculous to have that stupid segment with a boring as fuck Sexy Red. Who gives a fuck? That's it. Alright, after that, go to another one of those vignettes which we saw last week of a woman in red walking down a highway, like the zombie. It felt like the zombie apocalypse / the Walking Dead kind of storyline. And she's going. We see a building with the new NXT silver logo on it, and we see the woman. We see her face. It's Delta. So a second week in a row for Delta vignette. We're gonna see her at Halloween Havoc. Stephanie Ricoeur, Delta, Julia. Oh, that NXT Women's Division is stacked. Woo! And there's one more to come. I don't know, I forget who, but I think she's like Samoan, not Samoan, but she's very good in Japan, but I forget who it was. Not Momo, it's not Miyu Yamashita, or even Miyu Iwatani, or Miyu, yeah, the champion. The New Japan Women's Champion. Not the strong Women's Champion, which we all know is Mercedes Moné. But there's going to be a lot of people coming from Stardom. And I hope we get to see Momo. I hope we get to see Miyu Yamashita, Miyu Iwatani, and all these other chicks that are in Stardom. They either go to Hunter, or Shawn Michaels, or they go hang out with Tony Khan. Because some of them know a certain person named Mina. I want Mina on my lap, naked. But we get that. So we'll see what happens with that. But Delta is coming, and she's gonna be a house when she's on the NXT roster. And hopefully they don't fuck her up and I hope they don't fuck up Stephanie Ricoeur and Julia. A lot of people are still pissed that Julia lost last week. You're not seeing the bigger picture here. She looked strong. Her first major feud is going to be probably with Cora Jade. She's going to whip Cora Jade's ass. And then eventually she'll win the belt. And then I think by the end of the year, by deadline, you might see Stephanie McCoy versus Julia. But I think they might save that for either New Year's Evil, what's February? Vengeance Day in February. Or what I really think they might do is have Stephanie McCoy versus Julia for the NXT Women's Championship at Stand and Deliver in Vegas. That's going to be epic. Can't wait for that. But we'll see how the storyline goes. But Delta is on her way. We'll see her at Halloween Havoc. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to our main event of the evening. Randy Orton has monotonous voice. And his big old fucking thighs. You work out, man? You work out? I see your thighs. Okay, Kofi, calm down. Alright, so anyway, we have Randy Orton taking on the young OG, Javon Evans, in Randy Orton's hometown. The fans loved it. Singing this song, I hear voices in my head. Whatever. So, pretty good match. Ending a little bit botchy, with that botch. I think we'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, so Orton starts off working on the arm of the young OG, and then knocks. Javon goes for a springboard, and Randy knocks him out of midair. Where he's like, "No, no, no!" Like a little Dikembe Mutombo little reference. You know, he passed away about last week. So condolences go out to. Condolences and prayers go out to Mutombo. That's it. Javon comes back, gets in a shot of his own, and Randy's knocked outside, so we go to break, come back, Javon goes for a dive, gets cut off, and then sets up one hell of a drop onto the announcer's table, which did not break. I am the Japanese table! He's bouncy. So Orton stops, fixes the table, offers an apology to Booker T and Vic Joseph. Then he drops him not once, not twice, but 3 more times. Still didn't break. Figure Javon Evans is 90 pounds soaking wet. You can't even put him through a table? I mean, seriously? Anyway. Back in the ring we go. Javon somehow hits a springboard clothesline and takes Orton down for a near fall. Then he goes for that springboard Gilmore Kata! Bang! It gets blocked. Randy steps off that vintage power slam. Almost looked like a belly to belly at first, but still. He hits that, gets a near fall out of that. And then Javon kicks him down, goes up top. This time hits the top rope springboard Gilmore cutter for a very near fall. Then he goes up top again and tries to do that corkscrew thing that McJiggy does. Randy tried to hit the Gilmore cutter in midair and really didn't get a lot of it. And then he just picks up Javon, says something to him, then he hits the actual Gilmore cutter. 1, 2, 3. So even if Randy botched, he saved himself and hit a regular version of the RKO. But if he hit that flush, that would have been great. But anyway, we'll see what happens with that. But it would have been great if Randy would have hit that Gilmore cutter flush. But I think Javon might have overshot the spin, and Randy might have I think he caught him on the way down, which it wouldn't have mattered. But he made up for it. Hit the RKO, hit the Gilmore cutter. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton is your winner. Pretty good match, just under 11 minutes. So Randy wins in his hometown in his debut match on NXT. Match wasn't that bad, but still, botch kind of killed it for me. But still, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. And then Randy picks up Javon, and he says something in his ear, and you can actually can't hear it, but you can read lips. Javon said, "I fucked up," and then Randy's like, "I know," and then it's like, "It's okay, you did good," and then "You did good, kid," and then he hugged him, code of honor, and raised his hand. So very good by Randy Orton. Didn't have to put over Javon, but he gave Javon a great match. I like Javon. Take that back. Javon gave Randy a good match. But still, that botch would have been way better if Javon, kind of did it better. But it's okay. It's okay. Randy's a professional. At least he didn't go stupid, 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 like you did with Kofi. But we move on. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Then we go to the after segment to end the show. Ava Rain's in her office, and I think it was Wesley was in the office with her. She makes a number one contenders match between Ethan Page, Wesley at first, not a number one contenders match between Ethan Page and Wesley. Then she's like, well, since Javon did so good against Randy, I'm going to put him in. So we're going to have a triple threat match next week with the winner of the match going on to take on Trick Willie for the NXT World title. And I think it's going to be Wesley. I think we're going to see Wesley and Trick Willie at Halloween Havoc. Because I just can't see, if Ethan Page wins, then there has to be some type of spin the wheel, make the deal match. Has to be some type of cage match or some ridiculous match they're going to be in. Because, that wheel is crazy. You got some weird matches. You have First Blood. Now we have some type of blood in WWE. Thank you, Hunter. We could see that. I think the first time that we Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal came back to NXT, because thanks to WCW times, they had, I forget who it was, they were in a Devil's Playground match. I think it was Corey Jade and somebody else, or Roxy, I think. That was crazy enough. I thought they had another match, it was like in a graveyard. I forget. But anyway, Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal makes its return next week on the program. We'll see what debauchery happens on NXT this coming Tuesday night on the CW11. And that's it. Alright guys, that is it for me. Thank you for watching. SmackDown coming up in about an hour. So I'm gonna get to Dynamite real quick after this video. So by the time Dynamite goes up on the air, or by the time by the time SmackDown and Rampage might go on the air, you'll have both videos up and you can see both. So that's that. All right, guys, I'm gonna do my AEW Dynamite review right now, right after I end this, and then I'm gonna watch SmackDown, have my sensible dinner, and then later tonight we're gonna do video number 3 on your Triple Threat Friday. Hopefully, if I stay up enough, if I can stay up. That's what she said. I'm going to do TNA and Ring of Horror. But we'll talk about that later. And like I said, tomorrow, early afternoon, we'll do SmackDown and Rampage review. Then do next episode of The Shadows Lair with my Wrestle Dream 2 predictions. And then that'll be it. I will be done for the night. And the only content you're going to get on Sunday is the videos from the concert on my Metal Guy channel, and also for wrestling purposes, I'm gonna do. There's no collision. Remember, there's no collision tonight, no collisions tomorrow. So we got all that. So Sunday will be the concert videos on my Metal Guy channel and on this on my main on this channel. I'm sorry, I don't even know where I am. On this channel, you got your Wrestle Dream 2 review. And then we're pretty much gonna go full steam ahead. I will be doing Bound for Glory predictions and Halloween Havoc back-to-back days. So, I am not watching Bound for Glory, because I will be out at a Halloween party. And the 20th, but I will be watching Halloween Havoc in full. That's on that Sunday night. And that's pretty much it for that. So some of the reviews are going to be a little bit late because I got other things to do, because I have a life, unlike certain people I know. But in any case, I will hopefully get as much as I can over the next couple weeks as we go through Halloween and into the great month of November, where we're going to eat some turkey. We're going to talk turkey, watch football on Thanksgiving Day and night, have a great meal, watch some football. And then we got Black Friday where everybody goes nuts. Thankfully, I'm not. So I'm not going to the mall. I'm not going anywhere except for Madison Square Garden and see Creed. That's gonna be fun. I'm not taking pictures, but by the way, but I might take one by MSG. But we'll see what happens with that. But in any case, so Thanksgiving weekend is gonna be big, huge. I will be watching Survivor Series in full. I will not be watching Full Gear because I'm going to a Thanksgiving concert the week with that night. So I will not be watching Full Gear. I might watch it when I get back because it's not I won't be out that long for that concert. It's not that long. It's like a couple hours and I'm done. I'm back. I'm back by like 11, 12 o'clock. So anyway, but I will watch, by the time I get home, it'll probably be the end of, either watch the final match, the main event of Full Gear, then watch a little bit of the scrum, and then, do what I gotta do, and then maybe do the Full Gear review. That's it. We'll move on. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching NXT on Tuesday night. Pretty good show. I'm going to give it a solid 7.25 out of 10 stars. I wonder what you guys thought of the show down below in the comments section. Please hit the bell for more. Subscribe to my channels and all that other good shit. So thanks for watching. Rock on and rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, well, you're a fuckboy. And you suck. You can go fuck yourself. Because if you're not down with all that, well, me, the Prophecy and the Purge, and everybody else is way better than you, and you fucking know it. We got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Until next time. Peace.